morning, friends. Today is a Monday and I am currently going haywire. Like, I have so many things to do and I don't know if there is actually enough time. I never thought I'd say that. I feel like I'm typically very good at time management, especially in the times where I really need to be, and I am not that confident that everything will get done. However, I teased on my stories that I was going to travel soon, and indeed I am. I am heading over to the States literally on Wednesday, literally in 48 hours, and I have so many things to do. I first of all have to go run some errands, particularly for like travel size stuff, because my shampoo and my conditioner are literally massive. They're like about the size of my Stanley Cup. I do not need to take anything as excessive as that, so I need to go to Ultra Beauty, which is I guess like our equivalent almost to Sephora. Not quite, but I think it is probably as close as it gets sometimes, and so they're the only ones that sell the brand of shampoo, conditioner, like all of the hair care that I use. They also carry Moroccan oil, which is what I use a lot when it comes to like styling products, so I need to go head over and buy all of the travel size, and I also need to go to the mall because, well, I don't need to, but you know when you're traveling and you're like, oh my god, I need like something new, whether it's like pants or shirts or whatever it is. And so I have a gift card from H&M from Christmas time. Have not used it yet. I think this might be a really good time to finally put it to use. I also probably gonna go to Starbucks, get some brekkie, and then I also need to do some grocery shopping, very small. My brother is going to be house/cat sitting while I'm gone, so I want to make sure that he's like all stocked up. That is where we are at. Kind of want to take a book with me. Got Suspended by Jason Reynolds. This actually came in from Simon Teen. I was like, somebody sent this over. This is written in verse/prose, but it's a Miles Morales book, and I am like so excited to read this. I had no idea this was coming out, but honestly, anything that Jason Reynolds writes, I will surely read. I was gonna say I will surely write. I will not write it. If not this, then like Station 11 also sounds kind of cool. I just don't know which way to go, you know? Let's see. Let's read like the first line/chapter. The bright side of the planet moves towards darkness, and the cities are falling asleep, each in its hour. And for me, now as then, it is too much. There is too much world. Perhaps I stand on the brink of a great discovery, and perhaps after I have made my great discovery, I will be sent home in chains. Regardless of, I am taking Suspended with me on my trip because I really want to read it, so I think I might just start Station 11 and see where we go from there. Let's grab a bag. Let's go. Oh wait, also my outfit. Okay, so here's the thing. This is good practice for me because I have been on a journey this year to heal my relationship with my body and food. As we know, and girly has an eating disorder, which is not fun. And so we're in the healing stages. It's going pretty well if I do say so myself. And so as I continue to feel more comfortable, just thought I'd share a little bit of my outfit. So wearing this massive, it's literally so big, wearing this massive pink sweatshirt. It says pink at the back. Is it giving like 2012 realness maybe? Anyways, have this going. It's got pockets. It really is so big. So I never really know how to like style it with like actual pants, but we're going for like the we don't care look today, but we kind of look put together. So I've got this, and then I have got the same pants I wore on my last day in the life video. So let us grab a bag and let's go, because it is, I didn't even tell you the time, not that it really matters, but it's 9:47 a.m. and I don't want to get everything done by 1 p.m. Let's go. I am back home. I'm tired, I'm winded. I feel like I sweat a lot while I was out. Today was one of those days where the breeze is high, but the sun, I need to show you some things I got if you want a little haul. And I also just put up some Instagram stories asking you guys what you want to see from the pod soon, 1 and 2. If there is any advice you currently need so that I can film a podcast episode all about advice, because I really want to schedule out 2 podcast episodes. So I want to record them today and tomorrow. I feel like I really obviously have the flow of the main channel / Patreon. However, when it comes to the actual pod, still finding my rhythm. There are some weeks where I'm just like so busy that I'm like, I can't think about this right now, because depending on the episode, it's taking me 4 hours to film sometimes. It's a lot. There's that. Let me show you some things I got. We have got bags. We got bigs. Let us start out with hair care, because this was honestly like the biggest thing I was going out to get, just because I had already run out of my regular hair care stuff, and then I also didn't want to take the massive ass tubs with me. First 2 things I got, Moroccan oil. Got these 2, the hydrating styling cream, which is the one I use to slick back the hair, and then also dry shampoo for a dark toned hair, because I don't have any dry shampoo currently, and I'm sure at some point I'm going to need it because my hair is starting to get greasy like really fast. I don't know why, but here we are. So I got these. Also, Vin is 100% scent marking the tripod. Have fun with it if she actually does anything to just stabilize the camera. Had to get the whole thing because I obviously have bleached and dyed hair, and so I always want to make sure that I'm like actually nourishing my hair with good for it products. And so my hairstylist recommended the Davines, ooh, sultry no line, and so I have been getting this for the past few months, and this is what I've been using, and I really have been loving it because it leaves my hair quite soft and like fluffy. And with the hair towel I've been using and the Function of Beauty hair oil, listen, hair looks nice. It's just a little bit too long right now. Like, I really don't know what to do with it. Wanted to get a brow wiz because I just noticed a few days ago, one, running out of the one I always use, and the backup I thought I bought correctly, I actually bought the wrong shade. So it's not the one that fits me. Don't need block brows. So I wanted to get a brow wiz. They didn't have my shade, but I did end up getting the Balm's equivalent of it, a regular standard brow pencil, and I got this in the shade light brown. Now though, for the actual clothing, listen, this was not the plan. However, I found 2 really pretty pants, and I needed to bring them back home with me because listen, the reality is it is hard to find pants, especially bigger sizes. A lot of pants are just not available in store, and so whenever I actually go out to browse, very, very difficult for me to find something, especially something that's not an arm and a leg. And let me tell you, the ones I paid for today were expensive, so it did hurt a little bit, but I just know it's going to make me feel good in my own body and with what I am wearing. Let me show you. I also got a few shirts. First, H&M, because again, had the gift card, wanted to make use of it. As always, graphic tees, love them. Ooh, why is this a vibe with the turtleneck? It's really, really cute. Look at that. So had to get this one. I don't really own anything tie-dye, so I saw this and I was like, and it was also Pink Floyd, but look at this. With one of the pairs of pants I got, this would be hella cute. So I liked the color more than anything. It literally just says smile, kind of cheesy, but again, has a good like thick neckline. Nothing fancy, just plain black socks. Got the standard basic girl sunglasses. Are we thriving yet? I mean, without the tags, please hold. Is this a vibe? Is this not a vibe? Anyways, just thought I'd take some sunglasses with me. How ridiculous do I look? And then for the actual star of the show, what I actually went out to buy, plus one more thing, we're not gonna talk about it. Bought a t-shirt. Hi, it's cute. It has a car in it. We're not gonna talk about it. Got 2 parachute / cargo pants. In love, okay? In love. I used to own a bunch of pants like these, but they don't fit anymore. That's just the reality. So I got this like army green one. So pretty. It's super long, but thankfully the actual ankle area, you can actually scrunch it up. So that's nice because a girl is short. And then these parachute black pants. I also like the material. It's very breezy. It doesn't have a lot of fabric. And this has the same thing where you can scrunch it up at the ankle. Anyways, that is the haul for the day. Am I a lifestyle girl now? Anyways, all that to say, I am, if nothing, a parody of myself. I did start Station 11 while I was over at Starbucks. And let me tell you know how they say that you will never forget life-altering events, where you were, how it happened, how it went down, everything surrounding the situation? True, because this book just flashed me back to the start of the panini. I did not think the book would start out as strong as it did. I can see though why it was adapted, because the start of the book is so cinematic. I can totally picture this. Ooh, the cats are going at it. So essentially the premise of the book is that we follow our main character Kirsten, and she was a young actress in a production of King Lear. She saw the main character die on stage, and after that happens, or while that is happening I should say, an epidemic that turns into a pandemic has slowly gotten to Canada, and it is spreading worldwide. It spreads very fast, it is killing people off, and it is so terrifying. And in the first few chapters of the book, we get to see Jivan, who is at the theater. He sees everything happen on stage, and he receives a call from his friend, who is a first responder. He works at the hospital, and the friend basically says, you need to get out, you need to stock up, it's going to get bad. It again just flashed me back to the panini, because I remember so very vividly walking in with my brother to the grocery store, and everybody had carts full of Febreze, Lysol, toilet paper, just like all the things. Everybody was going berserk. People had face masks on. My brother and I most certainly did not. We had no idea what was going on, because that time was so chaotic. That time World War III was being speculated at the exact same time that COVID was happening. And so we did our grocery run, and as we were on the Uber back home, we literally get a call from my mom. My mom is like, where the hell are you? And I'm like, on an Uber back home, what do you mean? And she's like, starting today, you don't go out anywhere else. COVID is here, and this shit is insanity. And so it really just flashed me back to that. But the way that the book immediately starts off with so much tension, very curious to watch the adaptation after I finish the book. And it is very intense. And I know the rest of the book will kind of explore the relationship with art through all of these different worldwide catastrophes, epidemics, pandemics, all of these life-altering instances and events, and why art continues to be relevant in all of those things, because we follow a group of performers. To my understanding, throughout the rest of the book, I don't know if it'll deviate or if it'll have different POVs, but for now, in the second part I have walked in, part 2 is following the performers now versus Jivan at the start of the book. But the writing is really good. It is very easy to get lost in, and I can't wait to keep reading this. I guess the escapism, is it escapism if it kind of feels real? It's surreal to read this after the pandemic. Anyways, all that to say, escapism is great in the midst of packing. Officially exhausted. It is super late. It is literally 11 p.m. and I need to be early tomorrow. Need to be up early tomorrow to get all of the packing things done, last work things done. So just had dinner, had some pasta, have some pasta left over. Need to put that on the fridge, and we're about to head to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Is this a pretty angle? Is this a cursed angle? Maybe a little bit of both, but welcome today to friends of this vlog. I am packing today for my trip. I ended up just crashing yesterday after all the things I had to do. And so after filming, recording the podcast, I was too tired to do anything else. So today I am going to take you with me in the journey to packing just some B-roll, some nice little things. It's a race against the clock at this point because I'm literally leaving tomorrow. Have to be at the airport at 5:30. However, we're going to do all the things. So post-apocalyptic book, unpacking, it should be a good time.
Vin, what are you doing, Bubba? Are you coming with me, Bubba? She's literally making biscuits on the bag and on the clothes, and I don't think she quite understands what's happening because they've never seen luggage and I've never traveled ever since I've gotten them. Pains me, and it's like a little bit sad to leave them alone even if it's just for a week, but I don't think either of them are really aware of what's happening. What happened?
So here's the thing. We started out friends. I have to refilm this outro. Hi friends from Miami. I'm here. I've gotten here. I've arrived. I've landed. And this was not the plan for this video. However, as I was editing yesterday over at Starbucks, I realized that this entire outro didn't have any nice, didn't have any sound. There we go. Because this new microphone I have runs out of battery so fast that I have to either turn it off or be okay with switching the battery once a week. So there's that. Forgot to turn it on the outro. How fun. There's that. That's it for this video, friends. I did read a little bit more of Station 11. Pop the picture right here, editing Mel. Thank you so much. And it's honestly quite fascinating to see, I guess, in this post-apocalyptic world, how things have landed and how things have ended up. I think it's super interesting when seeing any sort of these types of stories, because it kind of just flashes me back to The Last of Us as well. It's really interesting to see how humankind kind of rebuilds their own systems, or not, or attempts to, you know, and how it works and what unites people at the end of the day, and like its rawest, purest form. And that's been like a really fascinating part of this current part where I'm at in the book, where we obviously get to see like the symphony and all of these different dynamics between the members and how that whole landscape looks like in the book. I think it's quite fascinating to see, I guess, like humankind persevere in some of the most difficult conditions. And so can't wait to dive more into the book, because I am obviously not that ways into it. I still have, I think the book last I checked was like 333 pages, so I think I'm like almost 100 pages in. I think last I checked I was like 70 something, 80 something pages into it. But anyways, yes, I'm here. I packed. Everything was great. Thank you so much for watching. Love this, you guys. If anything, she is a certified mess, but nothing that you guys already don't know. Love you all the most. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all the beautiful things, and I will see you on the next one.